What's up, guys? My name is Nick Works, and today I'm going to be telling you how to properly line a fishing pole and bait your pole while you're out here on the water. Alright guys, first thing you need to know about lining a rod is the type of rod you are working with. What I have here with me is a Featherlight Shakespeare spin cast rod, also known as an open face. And it gets its name because you open the face to actually make the reel cast. So first thing you need to know is you need to know the ratio and the amount of line and what kind of test you can put on that rod. So this one here, it says you can do 2 pounds to 6 pounds, and they vary between yardage. 2 pounds you have 175 yards, 4 pounds 110 yards, and 6 pounds 65 yards. So that's letting you know that you can only have so much line on your reel, because that just opens up a whole other world of complications while you're out on the water. Okay, once you realize what kind of reel you're working with, you want to move on to your string. What I have here with me today is Strain Original 4-pound test, and it comes on a 100-yard spool. So you've got a 100-yard line to work with, and you can use that this will last you from 6 months to a year, depending on how you are and how often you fish. Once you've pulled your line out of the box, it'll come on the spool like this, and you're ready to line. First thing you do is take the line off the spool. It's going to be held down with like a little piece of tape like so. Pull it off. I like to just lay it down, get it out of the way, pull out some string, and then you're going to take your pole and run it through the eyes of the pole. And you're going to go all the way down to the reel. Alright guys, so once you've got them lined through the eyes, you're going to come up to this point right here. And this is the second step into lining your rod. You're going to open up the face of the spin reel, and you're going to take it and you're going to tie a slip knot. If you give me a second, we're going to go in closer and show you how to tie this. It's hard to see, but you're going to take your fishing line, you're going to wrap it around the spin reel. You're going to have 2 ends like this. And what you want to do is wrap the line around the reel 7 times. 7 to 10 normally is good to get a good little slip knot going. So I'm going to do about 7 here. Okay, once you got your 7 loops down, you're going to take it, if you want to zoom in here, you're going to take it and run it through the open loop. Got it. So once you've got the string through this first loop, you're going to loop it back around, and then this is where you just tighten it and pull, and that's how the slip knot tightens. And that's why you want the slip knot on this, because the tighter the tension, the tighter the knot gets. So that's reassuring, because we all know when you fish, they're going to put tension on the line, and that is going to cause the knot to get tighter, which means less problems for you and your string not coming off your reel and the fish not getting off the line. And that's what we all look for while we're fishing. Normally I like to take my knife and cut off the excess string. That way it doesn't get tangled up when you reel in the extra line. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Cut off the excess line, you're ready to close the reel and start reeling in the extra line. It's as easy as that. Normally what I like to do, if you want to get creative, you can run a pencil through the spin wheel and hold it. I myself don't have a pencil with me today, so I'm just going to hold it, lay it on the ground, and let it do its own thing. That's one easy way, one quick trick to do while you're lining your reel. So as you see here, I'm just slowly reeling in the line. So once you've got the line actually on the reel, you're ready to cut. So grab your knife, or you can bite it with your teeth, whichever you prefer, it doesn't really matter. If you've grabbed your knife, simply just take it. Always remember to cut away from yourself. It's as easy as that. Now that we have line on our reel, let's get the bait out and start fishing. Now we're going to move on to our next step. Let's put a lure on the end of this line. So first what you want to do is you want to pull out a good 2 feet of line. Just give yourself something to work with. That way you're not fighting with the pole to bait your hook. Next thing to do is to get in your tackle box and get the bait you need. Alright, what I have here is just a simple roost. It's spring, it's good, it's colorful, and it'll get those active fish. It'll get their attention just because the colors that are on it and the reflection it gives off the light in the water. So what you want to do to get this on your line, you can see there's a little eye hook. It's kind of like putting the thread through the needle. Same concept. So you take your line like this, push it through the needle, and we'll pull out And as we did before on the reel itself, we're going to do the slip knot again. Remember, that is 7 turns on the line. Okay guys, after you've got your line on your reel and the bait on the end of that line, the next thing on your to-do list is to find a place to fish. My place of choice is, of course, Cave Run. So let's go see if we can catch something.